What's good, YouTube? You know who it is. Chris Jones, representing Pump Chasers. Okay, so the question I've been getting quite a bit is, what can you do about lagging biceps? We've already talked about this. I told you I was gonna post this video in my last Ask Beast Mode show. So shout out to everybody that watched this show. Now, first and foremost, guys, don't start tripping when you have a lagging body part. Body parts can lag for several different reasons. It could be genetics. It could be because maybe you're not putting enough volume into it. It's not always because your form is bad. Let's say, for an example, you take every muscle group on your body, your shoulders, your chest, your thighs, your quads, your hamstrings, your calves, and you do like 12 to 15 sets per body part twice a week. 3 years down the line, you're gonna notice you're still gonna have body parts that lag behind others. Because genetically, certain body parts for you may grow faster than others. For me, my lats, after my first 3 years of working out, my lats just started flaring the fuck out. And I wasn't even that strong. You know, I wasn't rowing 140-pound dumbbells for reps, maybe 60s or 80s. So we're all gonna have those body parts that stick out more than others. Don't always think it's because you're training the wrong way or some shit like that. It can be because maybe you need to add a little more volume, or maybe you should do exercises that hit the muscle a little more effectively. For an example, upper mid back. Now we all know bent over barbell rows is really good for upper mid back thickness, but if it's really hard for you to make that shit pop, you may want to get cables, and you might want to do one at a time to really single out, retract the scapula, and pull the elbow as far as back as possible. You can't get that same contraction with the barbell. You know, you're singling out the muscle a little more. You're hitting it with a different variation to get a better contraction. Same with biceps. We all know the standing, and I'm gonna post a video link in the description if you wanna see me give a tutorial on how to do a barbell curl with a barbell, you know, standing barbell curl. Hands down, guys, one of the best mass builders you can do for biceps. I'm 31, I've been with training since I was 19. I haven't seen nobody yet curl a plate on each side. If you're overseas, a plate on each side is 135 pounds. I haven't seen a person yet that can curl 135 pounds with perfect form, not that swinging bullshit, with perfect form and don't have some big ass arms. So pretty much curling heavy weight with good form on a barbell curl, damn near guaranteed to have good biceps. But like I said, a lot of times genetically and the way we're built structurally, it's gonna make it hard to build certain body parts. For an example, if you got some really long arms, you may not benefit much from barbell curls because you got long arms. So in order to feel it, you may have to cock your elbows back a little bit, kind of lean forward to get a good range of motion. Now, if you got short arms like me, you can go like this and curl the shit out of it. So it could be a structural difference that make it hard for you to get the full benefits of certain movements. So, with that said, if you have lagging biceps and you've been training for 3 or more years, you pretty much curl some decent weight, try adding more volume to the biceps, but do exercises that are more strict. And what I mean by more strict, do exercises that make it pretty much impossible for you to cheat. When you do exercises that make it hard to cheat, the biceps are gonna pretty much get all the tension. Like for an example, if you're doing dumbbell curls, have you noticed when you're doing a standing dumbbell curl, it's much easier than sitting down? That's because you don't have any hip drive, and it's hard to build momentum without your hips. So you notice you could probably do standing dumbbell curls with 60s, but if you sit down with those same 60s, it may be a little bit harder. Unless you lean back and throw in your spinal erectors. So what you need to do is, let's take out the hips and let's take out the spinal erectors. You take out the hips and spinal erectors, all you have left is biceps and a little bit of front delt action. So I'm gonna show you 3 exercises you can do to make the biceps movements more strict. But be warned, you gotta put your ego to the side. Because, like I said, you're taking out your hips, you're taking out your spinal erectors, so you're really gonna have to force those biceps to fight for themselves, okay? So here we are. Now before I start, I already know you're feeling a fit. You're feeling a fit. Go to pumpchasers.com, get you some of these summer athletic joggers, get you one of these sleeveless hoodies to show off those guns, you hear me? Alright, so I'm gonna go with lighter weight, guys. That way we can get the form down and I can talk to you. Now when I do this movement off camera, I typically do 35 or 40 pounds. Keep in mind, I do this shit after my pulling days. So my biceps are already pretty tired after doing all that pulling. Now, if I was to do a strictly arm day, I could probably do 45 to 50. So I usually do about 35 to 40 pounds after my pulling day, okay? We're gonna go 25 just for the sake of this tutorial. Now, get you an adjustable bench. Adjust it down to 30 degrees or 45 degrees. I suggest if this is your first time doing this shit, try both. Try 30-degree angle first, which is a little lower, and then try a higher 45. I like 45. Now maybe because I got short arms. I notice when I go too low, I have to really come back like this, and I feel a lot of pulling in my shoulders. So maybe if you're a taller guy, and you got longer arms, a 30-degree angle may feel a little more comfortable for you. But like I said, try a 30-degree angle and a 45-degree angle, see what works best for you. Go with the angle that doesn't really hurt your front delts much. Like I told you, when I go low, I really feel it pulling my front delts. You don't want that. You want to really get a nice stretch in your biceps and a nice contraction at the top. So let's go 25 to give y'all this form. Okay? Now check it out. When you lay on this bench, roll your shoulders back and pinch those shoulder blades together and stick that chest up. Don't just lay back like this. I see this all the time. Get to the side. Give them the fucked up form. I see this shit all the time. Okay, which is fine. It's cool. But guess what? You can still cheat like that because guess what? Your erectors are up, so I can kind of jerk if I want. But if you're already laying back, there is no jerking. You're already in a fixed position. See, sitting up like this, I can easily swing it up. You can't do that laying back with your shoulders pinched to the bench. So roll your shoulders back like that. Have your real delts and traps against the pad. Stick that chest up. Don't have it like this. Stick that chest up. When you stick that chest up, it's gonna give you a good stretch in the biceps and it's gonna protect the shoulders. Now, one more thing. Like I said, have your butt set against the pad, have your back against the pad. Your head, it doesn't really matter. If you're comfortable with your head back, fine. As for me, I wanna see myself in the mirror, right? So you can have your head forward. As long as you're sitting down and your back's against the pad, you're perfectly fine, okay? As long as your traps and real delts against the pad and you're sitting down, it doesn't matter if your head's looking at the mirror or if your head is back, okay? So check this out. Chest up, let your arms hang, and then you come up like this. Bam. Stretch. Bam. See that? My back is against the pad, and since I'm sitting down, my hips can't help me. All right, I'm gonna say that one more time. My back is against the pad, and my hips are pressed against the seat. There's no cheating. So I'm only working biceps, and this is hard. All right, just like that. Curl towards the shoulders. Stretch, curl toward the shoulders. Stretch, curl toward the shoulders. All right, that's the standard way. But any good bicep programming, you should have some kind of straight arm curling and some kind of supination curl. What I mean by supination curl, having your forearm, your wrist in a twisted position like this. So I like to do it like this. You can do it either way you want, depending on your programming. But you can do it like this, the standard way, straight up like this, or do it like I do. See my palms? I have my palms like this, and as I come up, I twist. Okay, one more time. I have my palms like this, and then I twist. Palms up like this, and then I twist. One more time. Palms down, and twist. Palms down, and twist. See that shit? One more time. Palms down, control, and twist. Incline dumbbell curls with a twist is one of my favorite go-to exercises for biceps And like I told you, since your hips are sitting down and your back is against the pad, makes it really hard to cheat. So I'm giving you all these damn tips. Don't be jealous. All right, so that's the first movement right here. Got two more for you. All right, homies and homies, this right here. God, I can't be forgiving all these fucking secrets, man. Anyway, this is, you probably seen me do this a few times in some of my arm videos, but I've never given you a tutorial, I don't think, except for on my programs. My programs, if you got any of my programs from gethoready.com, type in gethoready.com, download your program if you're interested. You've already seen me perform this, but as far as my YouTube viewers, no, you never seen me do this. One of my favorite go-to movements for some strict bicep action. Now, I typically use this bar right here, but you know, I'm fully aware that a lot of commercial gyms don't cater to you and give you all the bars. So I'm gonna use a bar that every gym should fucking have. Okay, so this is really good for overall bicep development. All you do is grab a shoulder width. Shoulder width, we should all know by now, if you've been watching me, you lift up with your front delts. Shoulder width is not how wide you are. It's strictly with the front delt. So go straight up, that's shoulder width. So we grip it here. Okay, what you're gonna do is, grab it here. Now, if you come back too far, look what happens. Okay, so stay close to the machine. Now what you do is, roll your shoulders back and keep your elbows close to your body. Now let me show them the wrong way real quick. So we'll look at it, get in front of me real quick, let's give them the wrong way. See, look what happened. My shoulders rolled back and my elbows are close to my body. Don't do this. Don't just grab the bar and start curling like this. The elbows are flared out. That's gonna make it easy for you to cheat. So what you're gonna do is, roll the shoulders back, keep your elbows close to your body. Well, I tell you, hips and lower back is what help you cheat. We're sitting down, so the hips can't really help. But what about that lower back? Stay in a lean back position. Because what happens if you don't stay lean back? This is what's gonna happen. You're gonna curl like this, and when the shit gets hard, you're gonna come back with your lower back. You see that? You're gonna come back with your lower back. Let me show you this right here. I'm gonna put some weight I can't even curl. Let's go 170. Look at this. This will give you an idea how strong the lower back is. And look at this. Shoulder weight movement. I'm not curling with my biceps. This is all lower back. This is all lower back. The lower back is the strongest area of the body. Think about it like this. You've seen me front squat 400 pounds. If my lower back was not strong enough to hold that weight, there is no way in hell I will be able to squat that weight. The lower back is so fucking strong. The core in general. So you don't want that shit helping you. So, do not start the curl straight up or forward. Already be lean back. That way when the shit gets hard, you can't lean back, you're already lean back. It's gonna keep you from cheating. We want the exercise to be harder. We don't want it to be easier. Humble yourself and lighten the weight. So we're gonna lean back, shoulders rolled, elbows close to our body, we'll lean back, and then we curl. Let's give them 3 reps from the side, and then we'll give them 5 from the front. So here we go. Lean back, shoulders back, arms to my sides. Not flared, up to my sides. Squeeze. Wrist toward the shoulder. Bam. 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 One more time, and bam. And that's my second exercise for you guys today. I'm gonna show you one more bicep movement that you're gonna like. All right, homies and homies, keep in mind, I got about 6 to 8 bicep movements I enjoy doing. I just wanted to show you 3 very good ones that you can take to the bank with you. If your gym don't have this, leave your fucking gym and get a better gym. This should be in every fucking gym, in my opinion. Okay, so check it out. Adjust the bench to where it's with your armpit. See my armpit? So adjust the bench to where your armpits can get comfortably in the seat. See right here? This is too high. I need my armpit level. So we're gonna go lower, okay? See, that's too low. See my arms? You want it to where it's nice and comfortable. All right, let's go a little higher. Perfect. See that? I'm nice and comfortable. My arms are hanging over. I'm not stuck up here. My arms are hanging nice and comfortably down, okay? So, get you a dumbbell. We're gonna do hammer style. Really hit the outside head, okay, and the brachialis. It's gonna give you that nice, sexy, peaked 3D look. You gotta hit both heads of your bicep, okay? Very strict. Now check it out. You may see a lot of people do this right here. They'll sit down and they'll lean forward. Now what happens when you lean forward? I already told you, you wanna go strict, kinda already lean back. What happens when you lean forward? You start curling, and when shit gets hard, you're gonna come back with it with your lower back. That's gonna build your momentum, and your lower back is gonna get a great workout. And like I just told you earlier, the lower back is the strongest part of the fucking body. You don't really want your lower back helping you to work your fucking biceps, okay? So when you get your arm down here, kind of lean back already. Lean away from it. So put your hand here to stabilize you. Sit down with your hips so your hips can't help you cheat. I see a lot of motherfuckers doing this. They'll stand up, lean forward, and do this. Yeah, you curl an 80-pound dumbbell, but you look retarded, and you get a total body workout. Are we working biceps, or are we working glutes and hips and shit? So sit the fuck down. If you don't want to cheat, have a fucking seat. Rhyme of the day. If you don't want to cheat, have a fucking seat. So sit the fuck down, let your arm hang, and lean away. Put your hand here to stabilize you, lean away. Sit the fuck down, and look in the mirror to admire your gains. If you don't have any gains, look in the mirror and just fantasize about one day having some gains. And here we go, we're gonna curl. Bring the wrist towards your shoulder. Real simple shit. Stretch and squeeze, easy. Control it the whole way, don't just let it drop. Control it. Cause look, if you let it drop, you build momentum. Cause when you drop it, it's gonna swing back up. It's gonna go like this, and you're gonna get it back up with some muscle reflex. Control it going down, and control it going up. Just squeeze the fuck out of that outer head. Let's give my outer view. So stand right here so I can really see that outer head working. All right? Hand here to stabilize myself. Sit the fuck down, lean away, and bam. Stretch, and bam. Stretch, and bam. Stretch, and bam. Stretch, and bam, all right? I typically do about 40 pounds when I do this movement right here. It does not take a lot of weight to work this small fucking muscle, okay? Now, if I was standing up, swinging my whole body, I could do about 80, 90 pound dumbbells. But when you do shit a little stricter, you gotta humble yourself, lighten the weight a little bit to achieve those maximal gains, especially if the muscle's lagging. You've been working out 3 or 4 years and your muscle's not where you think it should be. Humble yourself and try something different. The definition of insanity is what? Doing the same shit over and over again and expecting some new shit to pop off. You want some new shit to pop off? Do some new shit. So there it is, 3 strict bicep movements that's gonna help you increase your bicep gains, okay? Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give me a like, and I'll give you some more of my mini secrets. Also, if you like my outfit, go to pumpsessions.com and copy one, because my dog Bruno, he really needs those treats, man. Don't forget to like my shit, comment, subscribe, holla back at your boy. We need a moment of silence before we fuck up these weights.